So One Piece. I am really, admittedly, behind on One Piece, but matter because we're talking about art. We're talking about creative inspiration here. So I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, it's okay. Okay, bud, chill out, chill out. We'll get there, we'll get there. This is gonna be just the tiniest bit loud, so I'll probably turn YouTube down just a smidge-a-rooney. Just for y'all's sake. Just so you don't have to turn stream down too. Go ahead, music. All right. Let's talk about it. One Piece. The animation, very popular, very iconic moment for One Piece fans, especially manga fans who have been teasing and leaking about this moment for a very long time now. It finally happened. Gear 5. One of the coolest forms we've seen Luffy take on in the series, and representative of a lot of very cool lore things, including Nika the Sun God, Joy Boy, this very wonderful like liberation symbol that Luffy has kind of taken up the mantle of. So just super fascinating. Let's get into it. And there are going to be many clips we look at, so don't worry. Let's see. Let's do this one first. This scene in particular, very cool in the manga panels, but I'm sorry, manga nerds. As a fan of both, anime wins this one.
そんなもんにビビってると思うのか上がれ心臓の音
I absolutely love the I mean, just the canonical cartoon physics, this like otherworldliness that is just so amazing, to where it starts to basically infect others and making their body also out of rubber. It's fascinating. Get him. Shout out to Crunchyroll for putting all these clips out there. Hopefully I don't get any kind of copyright claim for it, but oh well, if I do, because this is awesome and I had to see it. Drums of Liberation. Joy Boy. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't. This is as much of like spoilers, like actual deep spoilers and lore that I'll give on it. And then we'll get out of spoiler territory and we'll go back to just drawing and appreciating the art of it. Say it. Say it. Hell yeah. It was. And it was amazing. So, we are going to take a little bit of time to appreciate it. Because we can. We drawn. Let me go ahead and switch back to Radio Shack, because then you guys can also see some of my ref. A little bit, at least. Probably a little hard to see at a distance, but nonetheless helpful for y'all, and it lets you know that I'm also looking at ref right now. Like, always very helpful to know. There are a lot of pieces of this that I am in love with artistic. Gotta say that. I love not only the wispiness of the hair, but also that it like translates over to so many of these other pieces of his outfit now, where like the hair and the clothing and everything is always just the right amount of motion in every frame. It's always moving, and like the clouds swirling around him, the constant like shifting of the animation. That one clip in particular, that beat loud heartbeat, like all the crazy line work that's going on there. I'm actually gonna go ahead and reopen it quick so I bring up just that one bit. There we go. Take this back over for just a second. So, this here is just phenomenal. Yeah, right here. Just that whole like 10-second, I guess, yeah 10-second segment. Beat loudly heartbeat, and then just so good. Just unleashes. Unleashes. Alright, let me find my stylus. Let me grab my burrito. Make sure I grab at least a few bites to eat as we wake up and try to start the day. I just want to get a little bit of drawing in. I don't expect to draw for a whole lot of time. I just kind of want to sketch and appreciate this art and then maybe think of some art ideas from it, but it does not have to result in anything. It is quite all right. Noticing my mic is detecting just a little bit quieter today, so I'm gonna set the threshold a little. Should detect a little cleaner now. Possibly due to the acoustics of the new room. Never know. Let me go ahead and put on a drawing club. Just so nice and easy to slide all around. Doodle. Let's noodle and doodle. Did not need the selection tool, though I appreciate the enthusiasm. Alright. So. That one, my bottom left image down there, is a great pose reference right off the bat. We get a little good, like, little body shot. You get this knee coming here and then here. Get this one kind of out and then here a bit more. Let's shoulder out from there, kind of onto the knee. Kind of lean on his elbow. Let's kind of bring it down a little. And then that kind of just pokes behind shoulder that's kind of sitting there. And this kind of creates torso shape. And a round out. Just kind of block everything. Or his feet. I like how his feet are layered. Kind of cool. He's got this shoe over top of like this foot and shoe. But like you can see the sole of this shoe, but you can see the top of this foot. Catching some toes there. We got a little bit of face here. Got some hand over here. We can kind of sketch in there. Follow the center line down a little bit. Then try to figure out some of these other shapes that are going on. These are the parts that I really like. So like here we have this like wisping cloud that's doing the kind of going behind as well. And then I think this is all the same. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it loops underneath the arm, but it's really wispy. And then it loops back up over. It almost creates this like halo effect back behind him, which is still like wavy and cloudy, obviously. And then his face kind of facing that way, kind of line up with the torso, groin line. A little bit of neck, a little bit of. Then we have shirt coming up and covering like this. Kind of extends out. So that a little bit. This kind of puffs up because of his shorts. I've always liked the way that they, like Oda designed his rolled up shorts. Very good pirate vibes, I think. Yeah. I think that's good. And then I think we should honestly go a little more saturated on these colors. Am I sketching? Yeah, that'd be helpful. So let's go back to the blue. Put a little bit more saturated variation and just try to like shape out these lines a bit more. Middle of the chest. Luffy's big X. More shirt details. Yeah, okay. Love that. I'm gonna go in with that pink, and we're gonna go in with about half as big. And we're gonna like just try to like focus purely on. I'm actually gonna You can't see me zooming. This might also be, yeah, this looks like fan art as well, but it's very well based off the design. So, I see a signature on here, but I don't have that. No. I'm sure if you look up Luffy Gear 5, it'll be one of the top pieces of art on Google. Guys. But they do a great job of like replicating a mixture of like Oda's style and Luffy's energy in this, because like his face is so wonderfully round. I'm gonna struggle to like any of these sketches because I'm working on a non-display pad right now, and you've probably heard me complain about it before, that my muscle memory is so used to drawing on an iPad now, but I need to be used to switching back and forth more often, so I need to draw on stream more often. But we'll rough out a head shape, then well, that's like a face shape, and we need to figure out the rest of that. The ear roughly sit here, and then the hair is actually going to kind of pull out from there in a weird way that's like not even, yeah, don't even want to follow a normal head shape here because it's not worth having underneath there. We got this big ol' bit of hair up top. I just realized that I didn't search my category to drawing. Art. Boop. Easy. Be way easier to update later, but. It gives me space for like one eye over here, one here. I think I might need to try other pencils because I've been using this pencil for so long and it's a very like charcoaly pencil. And I think I might need to like start working with something that's a little bit more, yeah. Especially because I like this style of art. This more, especially Oda's manga style. It's like it's very recognizable, like right out the gate, that it is Oda, and I love it. And anybody who's working on Oda's pieces must be like studying very diligently, because like it shows. You can still see a style in like anything that you see the animated, like you see it translated to, like whether it be animated or not. Oh my goodness. That's very silly sounding, but these eyes are so far apart. It's so interesting. Like, how does he do these face shapes? Let's check out how this artist did it and see if I can figure anything out from there. That's oof. Very, very wide smile. Very good. Just the right amount of lines in the teeth, like just the right shape to be a little crooked and a little sketchy. It's so fun. So, this is also super interesting because he's got these big curlies. Big like cloud eyebrows. So cool. And no, it's not quite the right kind of circle, or yeah, because even oh wow, line, draw a straight line in my brain. Yeah, this is. I might need to take an actual reference sketch roll. Quick trace. Understand this distance. Luffy gear. Yep. Somebody's render on Gigant. Find their username real quick so I can actually shout them out. Oh no! They rendered a 404 page. Oh no! Oh gosh dang it. Well, I don't know. That sucks because I can't read their signature super well. But whoever this fan artist is, did a wonderful job. I'm gonna put this sketch off to the side and we're gonna kind of take comparisons real quick. And we're gonna figure out what is going on here. Let's just focus on that face for now. Gonna take out about that. I need the scale this up real quick. Maybe figure this out. I like it, but something I'm not understanding. So let's look at it a bit closer. Oh. Let my hands do the thinking. I am struggling to understand this right now. But as soon as I bake it into my muscles, should be able to figure it out. I think this is just the part that's confusing me. It's just how this fits together. Oh, okay, I get the angle now. That's literally all it took. Okay. Let's finish this out real quick. Let's just. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, just a little tiny chin point down there. Yeah, there's like this wonderful blending of like realistic and cartoonish anime styles that like exist in one little art style. It's so cool because we have very like real looking people, but we also have this very animated, persona to them. So cool. Let's see how that like frames the face actually, and that will really help, I think. Boop. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Very helpful. And delete this out. Throw this off to the side with my other referenced sketch here. I'll just continue to look for little bits of inspiration. That one. Cool. That is just a very neat frame I found. I might just need to open my pure ref. Quick. Just to save time on finding these refs again. Boy. can kind of just put this to always on top mode and put it over in a tiny corner. Sure, it's pretty cool. Or stuff like that. Now I have my own little rough window here. But the one I was referencing was this one right here. Very well animated pose. So focus on that one. Let me set always on top mode on. Mode always on top. There we go. And let's get into it. So cool. This is wispy. Love these shapes. Oh. Didn't mean to actually click on pure red. So this waistline kind of comes up at this angle, and the shoulder comes in really, like, just right on top of the head. And that kind of cuts off the body this way. And then this big comes through here in the arm. And probably extends up out of frame as he's firing the, which I assume is a Gum Gum no pistol. Big ol' spring-loaded punch. I don't know. Gotta sit down and properly watch this episode all the way through. I've been learning all of this fun through mostly TikTok and other like social media. Twitter that has had quite a few of these clips as well. It's been fun watching all of the Gear 5 shenanigans and the big fight against Kaido, Big Dragon. And I know a good chunk of the story from watching many a weeb content creator, but I myself am behind, very behind in One Piece. I have not been up to date in a very long time. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up very quickly, but I will at least try at some point. Because, fuck yeah, One Piece. Alright, bring this line up from here. Some more tails for this X, give it some more detail. Get this out a bit more. Kind of start to give him a jawline. Round. Lots of wonderful curves in this. We got some big slanty eyebrows, some mostly circular eyes, but light slants. Try to get them the right distance apart. And big, strong nose line there. Big, clear smile, always. Kind of looks a little deranged right now, but we'll hopefully clean that up with some sketches. Big, I love this, especially these legs here. Because this knee is coming like forward. You have this very big forward shape with a very tiny little foot behind it. Or at least start of leg, if not maybe some foot down here. Can't quite tell. And then this leg is just kicked way wide. We have more of like a open pant leg there. Not quite that open, so we'll close it up a bit. And then we got kneecap. Bring it in from the knee. Big ol' leg kicking down. I commented on it, so I gotta make sure I follow through on it. These rolled pants are always the best. Even though I can see that they didn't put a lot of detail into rolling the pants in this particular frame, I'm gonna make sure to include it because I love that little detail in his outfit. Booyah. Got a little bit of shirt in there, I'm sure. Oh wait, some of this is shirt, some of this is wispiness. That's gonna be tough. Because that means that some of this should actually... Okay, I see it, yeah. And then there's tail here. And honestly, that's probably part of the design, is the coat and the shorts probably get caught up in these wisps. And what, which part of it is which probably gets lost in translation with some intentionality. Got some big dark shadows here. Big chunky shadows. I really like. Big dramatic shadows. Got very clear fist in the middle of all this. Try to actually get that shape in there a bit more. And the rest of this is going to be pretty dark. We'll just kind of crosshatch like that just to signify to myself. Darken the around of the leg. Make that leg a little wider. And even though that's where it cuts off, I think I might extend the foot out. I might try to continue the pose. Because I'm thinking that I might want to try to do a physical painting of Gear 5 Luffy. I might even try to do that here on stream or something. But I want to really get the art style correct. I want to get a lot of this like right. Oh, that's why it's sleeve there. That's super helpful. Okay, and that wisps, and then this tails, and then okay. And then can I zoom in on that a little more? Absolutely. Hell yeah. Oh, I love that. Cool. Head down to like a 75. Add another sketch layer above it. Try to see if I can figure out this art style a little bit more. So, zoom in here a little bit. My slider. Oop, sorry, Jet. Didn't mean to tap you there. You've been shot. So we got this. Let's try. We'll take a couple attempts at it, but big swirl here. Let's really try to get the energy in these sketches more than anything. Energy is going to be really good. That's really, I think, what compels me so much with this arc, this scene, these like bits of story. It's just like it has such a, like an overwhelmingly like positive emotion to it. It's like just fun and joy, and it's like represented in such a wonderful, carefree way where like Kaido during the fight is like, take this fight seriously. Like, no, literally the whole point. The moment he takes it seriously, like he's not the guy that everyone talks about. He's not him. He's not Joy Boy. He's not Nika. This isn't about Kaido at all. About literally everybody else. Every person in the world that, you know, is fighting for freedom against the tyranny of the world military. And the freaking Council of Old Dudes that I cannot remember the name of right now. We're talking about the zone type ability of the devil fruit that was stolen by one Luffy. Fun lore stuff. And I need to refresh on because I'm actually a little lost on. Right? Ugh, I love it. One Piece is super, super fun, and I'm super behind. So, this is a wonderful way to at least pretend to stay caught up. I'm just gonna darken these just so I can get the shapes. Honestly, that might be a better way to go about this, is to think of these as like actual more physical shapes. Be a little bit more intentional with my lines. Even, oh crap. Yeah. Doing some long haul lines. Even though I'm not lining, it might be useful for the energy. I can see it. Oh, that is going to be helpful. Yeah. Big, chunky, long, intentional lines. Oh. This is going to take some line confidence, I believe, is what the more professionals I've tried listening to would say. How to work on line confidence. I don't know. Draw a line. You don't like it? Draw it till you like. That's all I got. Not very good at the professional stuff, but I will eventually figure this style out simply because I want to. That's all it takes. That's the whole trick to art. You just gotta want it. I know that sounds silly. Sounds like I'm goofing, yanking your chain. Nope. I just decided that this was gonna be my thing when I was younger and got really sad, and I was like, wow, I need something to replace this sadness. And I didn't quite replace the sadness, but that's a different conversation. Art is one of the most like satisfying things I do for myself now. So find your art, even if it's not art, it can still be your art, you know. It is that sun over the horizon. Hell yeah. Dude, I could turn out to be wrong one day and art could not be my art, and I still don't think I would have wasted any time, because everything that I've gotten out of it has just been positive, joy, fun. Everything that I'm trying to get here. I don't, you know, I think it's kind of intentional that you're not really going to be able to replicate it. You're going to be like, I could... Obviously, it is possible to one-for-one this frame, but that's not what I want to do here. I want to capture that energy, that positivity, that fucking fun and joy. Because that's freaking contagious, man. I want to bottle it up. Distribute it. Hell yeah, right? You get it. You get it, my dude. Goodness. Oh, it's sharper than it looks. It's like... Oh, you son of a... Making me think it was curved. But that works way better. Yeah, okay. It's a really nice like combination of like gentle curves. It's not like not rounded all the way around like it looks. Okay. So then you can kind of come up with a straight line and then a little edge line like that, and it creates a Full face frame. Awesome. I love that. I love the shape that makes. Let's see. So this would be kind of more straight down then. Yeah, okay, I see it. I see it. Actually tapers in. So that this can be this big like shadow around the eye. Which is and then you can really cut into that eye by okay. We're getting there. Not perfect, but we're getting there. Hell yeah. We're understanding our shapes better. We're getting the energy down. These circles are not circles. They're chopped up ovals with a lot of very confident but also imperfect lines. Like the perfect amount of wobble, if you will. And that's got a little shadow coming into this here. That comes up a little wider there. Line shape that comes down. This would be a little wider. Here with a negative, because that looks rough right now. There we go. Where does that sit? Like up on here? Oh, it does. Cool. Like right up in the eyebrow. So this can actually probably sit a little higher as well. Yep. And then give him a big smile. And this one's a bit more round. Or some of them do have a bit more point to the teeth. Super classic cartoon teeth. A little bit of the ear poking out over here, right as it wisps away again. And this comes down into these, like, yeah, love these shapes. We got like this line here, real, let's just get rough with it. But essentially, you get all the correct shadows of the torso there in this big chunky shape. That we can then like just like pull lines out with and do like just get kind of crazy with big X. So long as it's roughly in the middle of Luffy's chest. It's got these shaky lines. Get it? You know what it is. Can't get that center line. It doesn't actually come into a center line. It's like a little shadow there. Pull that up into that. Give this a little more hatching. This would probably be like a full black, whereas this I might hatch a little more. Howdy! Welcome in. Little wake up doodles. Talking about One Piece. Before we get into some games for the day. That does have a bit more of a harsh line to it. And then this is a bit more intentionally shaped as well. And it'd be big, chunky booby shadow. Heck yeah. Big. I love the collar line here because it's so sharp, like comes in so high. Or we got this that comes down and then swoops out. So we could probably do like intentional shirt shape and then wisps as well. Yeah. Do not hate it. for sure. Obviously, I have to do some more sketching, and we'll have to work on it on my display tablet, because still a little rough on the non-display, but not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let me check. It's still leading just a time. Annoying. I bit my, or not bit, I whipped this morning. Now I keep accidentally like biting it a tiny bit and reopening it. Is not fun. It's okay. Take off my drawing glove. Get all the blood back in my phalanges. It's alright. I just wanted to get a quick trim because my mustache was not looking the nicest this morning. I just got rid of it. I don't intentionally keep a mustache. Sometimes I have a mustache. You know. Joy Boy SP. Edge page. I have silly naming convention. They work. New art. Save as a CSP file. Then we can get into some games.